Okay, we're going to jump right into our presentations.
All right, the presentation this evening is our facilities and operations presentation. I'd like to welcome Mr. David Spittle up.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for that warm welcome.
There's a roar.
The roar in the crowd. Yeah, so in the fall here, I always give a facilities update, which is really to tell you what we've done over the summer and what projects we have ongoing and where we are in our capital projects. So let me see here. So this is our creed here. What we do as an operations team is we effectively leverage district resources to create and maintain a resilient, safe, healthy, and beautiful environment that reflects a culture of excellence and opportunity. And we provide operational support for student-centered programs, activities, and events. We're going to tonight give a little virtual tour of inside and then outside. I have a special tour for the outside. But in the summer, what we generally do is the schools never close, so we do have support for operations in the summer for sports, conferences, student programs, ESY, etc. But really, we focus on the interior of the school on a detailed cleaning. We clean every surface, the lights, the floors. We do some painting and things like that. So that's how we keep this place so spotless. And then this summer, I put this on the inside, but it's we also did an upgrade of our software that secures events, facilities use, and work order software for when teachers need something done in their classroom. And my senior office assistant, Val Mansfield, led that charge. I didn't do anything. She did it all, and it was a seamless integration of a new software. Really went well. So then we also used the summer to do some non-capital bigger projects that we do in-house. And this year we did the bathrooms at the elementary school, and I'll show you some pictures. We got the modular outside the elementary school ready for UPK. We got rid of the all room and made it into some other spaces, which I'll show you. And then we took care of the high school. So this room 122 downstairs. So the programs change every year, and usually in the spring we meet with with the administrators and see what needs they have, and we always need more classroom space for some reason. So that's my job, is to try to conjure up more space. So the elementary school bathrooms, we've done this in-house for about $5,000 per bathroom by leveraging our staff and some local contractors. So last summer we did 13 of the bathrooms, and we didn't make them into Taj Mahal here, but we did replace all the fixtures, the toilets, the dispensers, the sinks, the mirrors. We put new floors in and painted. So they were in much need of an upgrade. So we did 13 last summer and 14 this summer. So they're now all completed in the elementary school.
Those are the single-use bathrooms?
Yeah, these are not the gang bathrooms.
Right.
The K wing and the first grade wing all have bathrooms inside the classrooms.
Yes.
Those are teeny tiny deals, but those hadn't been touched in years. So I don't know when the last time, but and there's also single use for faculty and faculty. Yeah, there's a little graffiti from you in there. I saw. And this represents a huge savings. You can imagine what a bathroom in your house takes to do. Imagine if you had 27 of those. So this was we decided, rather than spending $3 million on bathroom upgrades, that we'd do it in house, and it came out nice. So. This was an old picture of the modular building. outside. Barbara used to teach in there, didn't you? Yeah,
did.
My son
My room.
had class in there. But for years it was dilapidated. It had it was a storage building basically, and it took us 5 years. But Dr. Luft asked me to make it into classrooms. At the time, we thought maybe 5th grade would come back. We didn't know, but it took us 5 years to complete the project, and it looks a lot nicer from the outside. We had new roof and gutters, new windows, new HVAC, new flooring, new ceilings, new bathrooms, plumbing, tech, all the alarms and that needed to be done. And we painted the exterior and interior, and we got some furniture that was repurposed that we were able to take out of storage and such. So voila, there you have a pre-K classroom at really,
Wow.
and that's what it looks like. There's 2 of them that look just like this. They're identical, and they each have a bathroom in there. So they look pretty good. This is upstairs at the middle school. This was a library when I was growing up with carpet, but that extended all the way to one side to the windows. And it's been a lot of things over the years. It was an all room for many years. We called it an all room. It was really kind of a nothing room. It didn't work for anything. So we worked with a local contractor and our in-house folks to make it into small group instructional space. This is the AP office. This is Jamie Zecca's office there. Sam, your map is on the wall to the left. I didn't get it in the picture, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
But I donated a map that's on the right over there.
That's
The
right.
map's of Putnam Valley. She likes that.
The one in the center looks like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Okay. And then this is a conference room in use. I took this 2 days ago. And also, which isn't pictured here because I went to take a picture and there was a class in there. I didn't want to disturb them, but we took 2 small instructional spaces, but they were very small, and we took the wall down in between them and made it into a useful classroom there on the 2nd floor. That was the goal at the end of the day, and to add these spaces. So I thought everything came out pretty good. Downstairs here at the high school, we had a new cohort of special needs kids coming in here, and it was a larger class, so we took this room 122 downstairs, we knocked a wall down, took some of the faculty room from the teachers, and they didn't complain, believe it or not at all. And we took their bathroom away, and we gave this room a private bathroom. And it came out great. They love it. So now the exterior, I have done in the past before and after pictures, and we take the board around and try to show as much stuff that we've done as possible. This year, with the help of our tech team, I was able to fly a drone around and have a video for you guys. And during the video, you're going to see some of the stuff we've done over the years, and I'll point out some of the sustainable energy stuff and the capital projects that we've done and that we're going to do, and then I'll go over some other stuff. So here's our elementary school. I started here, and you can see we did this on like one of the last nice days this year, so it was about a month ago, 3 weeks ago. Dan helped me edit this. It was really long, but we sped it up. And Mike Lee's drone is what we flew around here. So here's, when I look around, I see stuff that needs to be fixed, but I also see opportunities for the future. And these flat roofs I see as future solar opportunities. We're in the middle of a building condition survey, so this roof will probably last another 5 years or so, but at that time, when we replace the roof, we'll consider solar options there. There's an outdoor classroom. I don't know if you've all seen that behind that we've upgraded. It's used a lot. To the right here, we couldn't get the drone down into the courtyard, but over into that right is the courtyard. There's the new UPK building. And out here is where we're going to put the new playground to our side of those 4 tables there. We're going to have a playground, and we're working with the engineers and architects to design something that we're not going to call the Little Toy. We're going to call it something else. I don't know. But here is the upper field at the elementary school. Under that field is where our existing geothermal wells are, and we're going to expand that well system back out into that field. And that's what's going to now power the elementary school for heating and cooling. That's Cranberry Pond. The drone was flying over it, so I just said, let's show it. And there's a beautiful view of Putnam Valley. There's Lake Peekskill back there. And now we're going to fly back down and see, we happen to do this at 9:30 in the morning, and so this is the UPK drop-off. One of the operational things we had to do to adapt to the UPK behind the building is figure out how to get their kids in and out of here. So that's the drop-off. So we jump over to the high school.
Did you fly over or jump?
I drove, yeah, we drove. And we took the drone back out. So this courtyard is something that I'm really proud of. About an hour after this video was shot, there was 120 kids out there using it and really enjoying it. The next capital project we have is we're going to hardscape that and make it more user-friendly, accessible for handicapped folks and such. Wellness trail to the left. We're going up the driveway. You can see, even though we've filled potholes and stuff, it's in pretty rough shape. We're flying, so next summer we're going to rip up this entire driveway and parking lot and retaining walls and replace it. So this concept that you see to the left down here with the light poles and the trees and the sidewalk there, that is what we're going to continue that concept down in front of the middle school here when we redo that. So we'll have more lighting out there, pedestrian walkway on the sidewalk, and hopefully we'll have enough room for some trees and some grass there too.
This drone is feeling very low right now.
No.
What's that? We almost hit a wire with it. That's why we had to stop.
How long will the grounds be closed in order to do the?
I don't know yet, and I'm getting that question asked a lot right now. So it's going to depend. Here, let me stop this because we're getting to the exciting part. Oh shoot, Dan, you got to help me here. So we're drawing plans up right now.
Okay.
And they're going to go for SED approval, and then we'll go out to bid on them. And then once the contractor who has a low bid comes back to us, then we'll have operational meetings to understand logistics and how it's going to work. So I would plan on next summer not having a lot of access to this parking lot. And we'll do the best we can to give more access.
So the
as
summer
we can.
programs will all run through the elementary school?
That is likely, yes.
Plan, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so where are we here? What do I do?
Yeah, but it's hard to get
I know.
cleaners in, and I know,
But you
it
also
has
have
to
the
be
camp.
done.
Okay, we're
yeah.
going.
The summer camp picks up the kids here, but you're going to have to do it at the elementary.
Oh, okay, we went backwards a little bit. It's fine.
It's important, I think.
This video was 12 minutes long, but Dan did all the editing and he sped it up to about 5.5 minutes. So it makes it a little jerky, but you guys would have gotten a little bored. So there's the trailhead for the wellness trail there. You can see there's some pine trees we planted there that will grow and block that solar field from us being able to have to see that solar panels. Now here's the coup de grace. This is the turf and track, which really I think came out great, getting a lot of positive feedback from it. Really worked closely with Rob Webb, the new athletic director, who's really good at design, which was nice. So he and I collaborated to make this this come out great with the blue track with the gray transition zones. This end of there's the hawk. You see him? This end of the field closest to us, we took up that was asphalt with rubber on it. It was very, very underutilized, so we made that into turf, which was made a whole new practice area. That was one of the coolest things we did there, I think. Boy, those kids are fast. Oh, it's sped up a little bit. Okay, so this is where the geothermal fields for the middle school are under that baseball field. So just pointing that out here. And then as we slide to the left, the geothermal well fields for the high school are right over here. And then I want to show you our outdoor garden there and the campus garden. And then right next to that is where we're going to put that new fitness center that Grace talked about and got that grant for. Okay, so we had to site that there. This is what it looks like. I just got this picture offline, but it'll look a little different than that. We have a way to alter it some. This is the wellness center roof that we're going to put solar on next summer. We're up there looking at designing the solar array. Here is the flat roofs up here at the high school are going to be replaced next summer as well. We have a lot of work to do next summer. It's going to be busy. And you can see we have to move those solar panels. Now this is the end. You can see all the solar panels on top of the middle school roof. That was done in 2019, but the rest of it, and those are good for a while. And yeah, so Dan, Mike was, did we miss the credits? Because those are the most
No,
important.
we saw them.
Okay.
We saw
Mike
them.
Lee was the drone pilot and Dan did all the editing. So that's it, yeah. So that's what, if you have any questions about this fitness court, did you get presented on it at all? Okay.
No, I think it's going to be great.
And so I just want to show you a picture of that. Capital project update. So just to remind everyone, this project that was approved by the voters last year here's what it includes. At the elementary school, we're going to redo the nurses suite over there. We're going to upgrade the geothermal to be able to supply the entire school with heating and cooling using the ground source heat pumps. We're going to get a new playground around the same size as the existing one over there and add to that. At the middle school, we're going to upgrade the HVAC on the entire second floor there. We're going to change out all the AC there, hopefully get some new drop ceilings in as well. And the parking lot and retaining walls we talked about. And then at the high school, we're going to do that courtyard over again with make it a concrete of some sort where the pea gravel is now. And the wellness center roof, we're going to put solar on half of that, about 7,000 square feet of solar, which I'll talk more about in my budget presentation. And then we're going to replace the flat roofs and the parking lot and driveway and retaining walls. So where we are in the process, we did a lot of work this summer for this project. We're meeting and collaborating with the stakeholders, administrators, staff, architects, engineers, surveyors, etc. Walking around buildings and on roofs and in basements every day, working on these projects, planning them now is what's going to make them go smoothly and hopefully to keep my reputation of getting things done on time. So unlike some other jobs in town. Anyway, and so we've been doing that all summer. We plan next month in December to submit the SED, submit the plans to SED, and right now it's about 3 weeks out when we submit them to get them back, and so long as we still feel that they're going to work within our budget, we're going to put them out to bid and see if they really do fit within our budget, and then we plan to start the work next summer. Don't know if we'll finish it, probably not. It'll probably be finished the summer after in 27. So that's it's just a little bit too much to get all that geothermal and work done at the elementary school next summer. So September of 27, I promise it'll be done. So, and we also just put this down at the end here, building conditions survey is underway, which is the next stage of planning for future projects, what we think we might need 5-10 years down the road, and planning for that so we don't get surprised by a big bill someday. Transportation, just to go over quick, we have a hybrid service. Putnam Valley does our out-of-district driving and weekend sports trips and field trips, some of them. Royal Coach is a contract company that does our to and from school and most of the sports trips. We talked last couple times about zero emission, the mandate from the state to convert our fleet to electric vehicles. We all think that's not going to happen on target in 2035, but we did do a feasibility study. I had a preliminary presentation of that, but next week the company we hired is going to present to Jeremy, Grace, and I with their results of their feasibility study and how much it's going to cost us and whether we can and how it would work to change our vehicles over to electric if we're forced to follow that mandate.
Why don't we wait until we see what the state is going to do? Because I got to tell you, I think this is, you know.
Well, we are waiting. This is just a study that we had to do. If you end up doing the conversion, the money that they give you per bus and for infrastructure gets enhanced. They give you a lot more money if you have a study done ahead of time. So we hired a group to do this study to see whether we could do it and how much it's going to cost us, and then we'll look at this study and I'll give you a secret. We're not going to do it next year, Sam. It's not going to happen.
There's also, I'm not even sure it's a secret anymore. There's also a state mandated survey in which we have to complete, which provides an update where we are, what our hurdles are, what our anticipated costs are, what our electrical load is. So we essentially need the data in this report just to complete the state required survey, that they need that information so they could tell us they're moving the deadline back. I don't think it's going away. We've seen no mention of it going away, but I think the reality is they're going to have to change the timelines of it.
Yeah, I can't imagine 2035 being, that is the current cutoff, isn't it, 2035?
Right.
Yeah, I could see them moving into the 40s.
Yeah, and they're going to need costs to come down and some other things. And a lot of districts are in way worse shape than us for a conversion.
Yeah.
It would be easy for us to compare it to Lakeland or something like that, or Arlington.
Does
you can
Royal
imagine.
Coach sit in on these feasibility studies? Like, are they included or are they separate?
We had to get some data from them. This is a very detailed study that they did. They looked at all of our routes, all of our vehicles, exactly how many miles are done in the morning, in the midday, afternoon, by which vehicles. It was, we're going to look at this study next week, but it was very detailed.
And the
Royal Coach got a lot.
They look at they look at the infrastructure too, what it would cost to bring the power lines up.
Yeah, we have the juice. That's the good news. I did get that. We have plenty of capacity at the Adams Corners transformer to be able to accommodate charging for all our buses. It's there. We would have to add some infrastructure on our campus, but again, getting ahead.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
We're
Don't
gonna
get
get
me nervous, David.
I'm not. I know. I didn't want to make you nervous. Just wanted to breeze over this, Sam. That's what I wanted to do.
The lights
Anyway.
in the rest of the town will go off, though.
Those
So-
school buses are running again.
So, in order to breeze over it, moving on. A smooth. This year's start to school was our second year with Royal Coach, and it was incredibly smooth. We really ran into hardly any problems. I actually, so far, this fall, have had one phone call from a parent, and it was to thank me for fixing a problem she had last year with a bus that was driving too fast around her neighborhood. So it was good. So it really went well. So really have a good team, and Royal Coach is doing a great job. Something we're now that we have buses working well and getting our kids to and from school on time and all that normal stuff, we're really working to put our administrators together with the dispatchers and drivers to make sure we're collaborating and making sure that the kids are in their seats and stay safe and don't distract the drivers as they go down the road. So that's something we've implemented, and it's really working pretty well.
How did the rollout of the Find Your Bus app on your phone whatever it is.
It works.
Did that work?
It works,
We have a
yeah.
lot of parents signed up, and
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah. Jeremy has to update the spreadsheet to them every year, but he does that. So,
Yeah,
but
he
yeah,
does job.
I think it works fine.
Good.
I don't hear complaints, which is good news. Safety and security, we continue to, utilize best practices and upgrade our security systems and protocols as new information comes in. We also changed out our access control system software. Matt Brady did that obviously, not me, and that will allow us to expand our access door swipes further without, and cost us about 20% of what it would cost us now to add a door swipe to a door. And that transition went well, so it was seamless. Questions from the crowd?
Yeah, I know you don't like praise, I know that, David, but
No,
I
I'm
gotta tell
fine
you, we are so fortunate to have you and
I'll
your
make an
leadership and your team. And I mean team with transportation, building and grounds. The money that you've saved this district, the community, the work that you've done to make this a beautiful, functioning institution, all three buildings, is just phenomenal. And it falls to you, and so appreciative. I mean,
I would say that the team is wonderful, really.
But it's the
from
leadership that
top
guides
to
the
bottom.
team.
They all care, and that's the main thing, right? So we have a really good culture in our operational workforce here, and they really do. It's obvious that they care, and it makes my job easy in the night.
The taxpayers need to understand the amount of money that is saved by doing all these things in-house, and a lot of it is done in-house. Over and over again, you're taking care of the buildings and the grounds like that, and it's just phenomenal, and it's so appreciative. I
Thank you.
mean that.
Thank
Well,
you.
and Jeremy and I were at a advocacy with the legislatures last night, and one of the quotes, I don't even remember which one it was, but it was something about students may not consciously recognize it, but how they're surrounded, how their buildings are taken care of when they come into a place that's clean and nice, and the floors are shiny, and the litter is picked up, and everything's fixed and painted, shows them that we care about them, that we value them, and how important that is. And so they may not realize it, but it's true. I can see it when I walk into a building, into these buildings. But students may not realize it, but it shows that they're loved. So thank you.
Yeah, well, we do get everybody that comes in from other districts. They're like, was this school built like 2 years ago? It's like, no, it's 25 years ago.
That's
It's like,
right.
my God. No, they're really just, and they're not just telling me because I'm the operations director. Just like this, people really rave about how well this school is kept, and
Absolutely.
that in itself will also save money, makes us resilient for the long run. The maintenance there, so that things don't fall apart. So, thank you. Appreciate it.
I have one question.
Sure.
I don't use the bus or the bus app, but I have received feedback from other people in the town that you can see everybody's bus route and not just your own. Is there a way to make it so that you can that there's like a sense of privacy for the bus routes?
I mean, the buses it's all public information.
friend.
I'm not sure what the privacy piece would be. I mean, you sign up for whatever route you want to follow,
No,
but if you want to,
follow like anybody's bus.
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah, no, you could type in any bus you want. It's all sort of public information in terms of where those buses are at any one time.
Yeah.
In terms of GPS. In fact, you could watch from like an administrator, so we can see where all the buses are at any one time.
Do
to see
you
where they are.
limit what parents access the app?
You need an account to access the app. You can't
Do we
access
approve
it.
that? Like I have no reason.
We
to
load
access
their,
that.
yeah, you wouldn't be
Okay.
able to.
Right, okay.
We load a username and password. So if they're not in the system, they can't access the app. So it's only available.
So it only
to
goes to
parents.
parents, is
It
what
only
you're
goes
saying?
to parents.
That-
this is
You
that-
my-
couldn't be some
Good.
random community member and follow
Right.
a bus
Okay.
on the app. You'd have to be a
That's
parent.
good to know. Where would a parent, such as yours truly, find the information to be able to get the app and,
It's all on the website.
I was just looking for it. I'm not sure where to
Maybe I
go.
should look first before.
I went
Yeah.
to transportation and I didn't see it there, because I think that's where it would be. Also, if I could just request that the bus routes be under the transportation, I mean, that's not really you, but like the bus routes be on the transportation portion of the website, that would be great. Like that's like a website thing. They're there somewhere, they're just not under transportation.
And maybe how to sign up for the app on transportation as well, you know, then.
Right, so
Right.
like, the only thing in transportation right now is a form for an out-of-district bus and something else.
Okay.
Just so that it's a little bit easier for parents to navigate. I think that's a fantastic feature, to know what's going on with your kid,
Yeah, yeah.
especially when they're little. So that's awesome,
Okay,
yeah.
we can work on that.
Dave, really thank you for your leadership.
Oh, thank you.
Our
Right.
buildings
Hey.
are beautiful for our kids, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dave, before you run off, thank you, first of all. The Wilderness Trail,
Yeah.
how long is it?
It's exactly a mile.
Okay,
Yeah.
and it's open to the public
It's open to the public
after school hours?
after school hours, yeah.
Okay.
It's used a lot, really is, yeah, so.
The high school, middle school parking lot next summer,
Mhm.
is there, I know you're just in the preliminary rounds, is there a temporary driveway anywhere that could be put in, or? like-
Well, this is going to all be part of the logistics plan when I meet with the contractor, and, you know, we're likely going to work from the end of the middle school driveway and work our way out. I would imagine that's how it's going to go. The temporary driveway, we may use the road around the back of the wellness center. You know, let's say if we want to keep the turf open for some athletic events and the thing is clouded out, we might be able to do that. But I don't want to promise that, because if it's a really wet year, then I can't do it, right? So, but we'll make as much accommodations as we possibly can. And usually, you know, we kind of worry a lot about how projects are going to get in the way of operations, but we'll figure out how to make it as painless as possible for the community and people that want to use the facility. We really will work hard on that. So, but I don't want to make any promises right now.
No, I understand.
Yeah, the PAC isn't used much in the summer, right? I mean, it's used in May and June for dance recitals and stuff, but it's.
Right, and I've been warning people all along.
Right.
So we talked to Susie and her clients. That KJK Studios uses it in the summer. We've already talked to them, and you know, we could find access for them on a daily basis. But I don't.
Right.
If they're going to have a show and invite parents and stuff, I told them I don't want to risk ruining their show by having
Right. That's good.
bulldozers in front of the front here when they're coming in. So we've warned them, and they're making adjustments accordingly.
Now, when you extend the way the high school parking lot is to the middle school, are you going to end up with the same amount of parking spaces?
We're going to cut into that hillside a little bit across from the front of the middle school.
Okay.
And we're going to try to add some parking spaces there. I think it'll be about the same,
Okay.
but we don't have a severe parking space shortage here. We really, during the day, I think I counted one time 54 empty spots over there. We used to have recess out.
I was going to
there.
say, remember for many years, that
Yeah.
whole side of the parking lot there was an outdoor recess
Right.
space.
Yeah, that's right.
In the middle school, so
Yep.
those spots were never taken. The only, I think overall, I think it's a slight decrease in the number of parking spaces, what we're projecting. But on a day-to-day operational standpoint, it'll have no impact on anyone here. The only time you're ever going to notice it is for large-scale events, graduation, maybe a homecoming game, something like that, where we really utilize all of our parking spaces. But if we're able to, and it's something I know Dave is really excited about, is creating more parking behind the wellness center there. That could actually, if we're able to do that, that could actually end up with additional parking, more parking spaces than we have now.
Yeah, we're going to have that put in as an alternate, and it solves some handicapped access issues as well, because right now to get down there, you have to use the elevator in the high school for a
Right.
wheelchair to get down to that level. right? Or to come from the other side with we used to bring people down in a gator. So if I can get that side road paved alongside the wellness center and then put a parking lot behind these locker rooms here, then that will be handicap access and it'll be on the
Nice.
floor, right? So it'll be good. And it'll create some more parking spaces.
Good.
So.
And again, your design will make it safer for students to walk out of the middle school and get
Yes,
to cars.
that was the whole idea.
Right.
You know, it's
So-
been, yeah, it's, we put some painted walkways in
Right.
because it scared me every day I'm out there and make it nervous. You know, kids running between, or teachers and kids running between cars and stuff. And it's like, okay, let's make, because the high school is so much safer with
Safer.
that sidewalk that goes in
Right.
front. People can just go in front and then walk to the sidewalk to their car, and it just feels a lot better. So that's the primary reason for that.
Okay.
And we'll also add some lighting along there that will make it safer as well.
It's
So,
all about the kids.
Do the students have any comments or questions or? Graduating?
They're getting ready for their report.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They have
guys have any questions? No?
So I do, thank you very much. I do want to thank Dave and his team do an outstanding job. I get to work very closely with Dave for all these construction projects, and he really means what he says, that he is on top of all of these projects and ensures they get done. He's constantly yelling at contractors, so I don't need to. And
In a nice way.
In a nice way. He nicely yells at them, which is better than I can do. One thing I was actually a little unfortunate. You didn't. The stairs weren't in yet when you did the drone footage.
Right.
So the stairs up the hill from the middle school, and they look pretty cool. That's about 25 years in the making, those stairs. So
Yeah.
it's really nice to have them in. And I think once the railing's on, they'll be open to the public. But
Yeah, next week should be, again, I don't want to make promises, should be the first week in December. That railing will be in and they'll be open. We'll take the construction fencing down, and that whole project will be done. Those stairs were quite a project. They're just stairs, right? It should be easy, but we had to move them 3 times, change them. I've been out there 3 times a day since June on working on those stairs.
there's a reason why it took 25 years to build them.
Right, wasn't easy, but they look great. Thank you.
Okay,
Yep.
thank you very much.
Oh, and just one other thing. I was kind of obnoxiously bragging about time before, but we were able to get that turf done in time for the first game, which not many other schools were able to do. So.
Congratulations.
It's outstanding.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Dave.
Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
Thanks,
Thank
Dave.